What is up, the world? It is your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here, and the previous Drop the Base tour was a big fail, and I'm gonna blame YouTube, even though it was my fault, I think. But or I could blame Sony Vegas because my rendering settings were not correct. So we are gonna do a base tour. What up, Mr. Delicious? We're gonna do a base tour right now of all my stuff and things. So get ready for me to talk really, really fast. This is the conglomerate. Yeah. So. It is kind of the idea of the reason it's called the conglomerate is because a conglomerate's kind of like the name of like a business. Some businesses call themselves conglomerates, but it's also like a type of stone. So stone, that's a conglomerate, is like a stone that's made up of a bunch of different kinds of stones. So when I first started building over here, I started building the CPU. And this is actually out here in Hypertown. So this is kind of our town that everybody's contributed to building. And so I built the CPU, and it is the community processing unit. And you have Station A and Station 1, or Station A and Station 1. And they're just IC2 machines that are overclocked to the 9s so that they process materials at increased speeds. And a little charging station here, and power management's in the back. And I can actually show you guys that. Ooh, show you guys that too. I can do it. It's totally doable. So back here we have the power station, and if you punch him in the face, it'll come back here. And this just runs off lava that comes from, I think it's either from Armitage or from the community lava system that T.O. Lone Wolf built, and it's just uses an energy tesseract and converts it into yummy, delicious EV. And then outputs it into there. And I used oil for the walls, which I thought was kind of cool. It looks pretty neat. It's too bad it makes the water noise, but that's the CPU and kind of the contribution that I put on one of the pieces to Hypertown. Let's go back to the conglomerate. And here you can see I have my IC2 machines, and they are upgraded to the 9s as well. And my ME storage system is right here. And my thingy doodler is over here, molecular assembly chamber. It has all of my stuff and things in it that I can build. And yeah, ME is probably my favorite mod, I think, from Feed the Beast. Of all of the things, I like it the best. So, and we have some other machines over here as well. Blast furnace, industrial grinder, electrolyzers, some recyclers that are working to create scrap for our system for the matter faber, so we can get UU matter. And we have some Ignis extruders up here that are making cobble. And yeah, so let me see, is everything working right? Look at that, look at all that scrap, works correctly. And some industrial centrifuges over here. And then I have the new Greg Tech machines, plate bending and assembly tables, and these guys are upgraded to the 9s a little bit. So, well, not to the 9s, but 4 overclockers, 3 transformers, 9 lithium battery upgrades in both of those guys, I think. Yeah. So they're working pretty fast. And the energy that we have is being created from, well, let's take you over there right now. We'll go over to uncreative name. And this takes us to the mining world. And here in the mining world, it is sunny all the live long day. So I have a couple of cubes here. You can see stuff spawning in down there. But a couple of cubes right here, and these guys have ultimate hybrid solar panels. So I got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 40, 48 on here, and that's pumping power into this matter faber that I actually believe now I'm overpowering it. The matter faber got a nerf, and it's only accepts a smaller amount of power now. And then over in this area is where I have my power generation for the base. So it's actually just 12 panels here that are pumping into, get in there, this energy bridge, and it is accepting HV and converting it into steam, and then it brings it down here and pumps it into this tesseract. So there's been a couple of videos that people have put out, and I put this liquid duct, hello my phone, I put this liquid duct on here, because what I was finding is that with the energy bridge inputting into the tesseract on only the single side, it didn't seem to be producing as much steam. So when I hooked the liquid ducts up to it, it started to produce more steam, and that's why I did that. So if we head back, pardonnez-moi, to the conglomerate, you can see here, this is where all the steam is being outputted into energy bridges, and this is being converted over into MJs. And then down inside of here, I have another system that converts all of the steam into EU, and that's collected here in this IDSU. So there is 1 billion EU in there, and using some superconductor cable to bring it over and power some of these machines over here with that stuff. So that's all my power generation. Here is kind of just some older storage pieces where I have some stuff and things. A jukebox. I like to collect saddles. I don't know. There's my saddles and some other stuff and things over there. And in the saves, I just have some stuff. I don't know. It doesn't really need to be in the safe, but there it is. I think I have my Ender Hive, which I haven't played around with yet. I know, man. Ender Hive looks cool, right? And some stamps and some old letters from Armitage and Bodog and Ironface that I kept for nostalgia's sake. But back in here and behind, we have some Tesseracts that are inputting into the ME storage system. And then over in here, well, I'll show you over here too. So here I have some of the machines that are powered by MJs. So induction smelter, pulverizer, some of the rolling machines that are set up to automatically do stuff and things. The powered furnace is automatically furnacing gold dust and raw beef into regular beef. You can see I have a decent amount of beefs. I have over 1 million string now. I didn't realize that. We may need to turn the Flax farm down a little bit. And then back in here, I have some of the other machines and stuff and things. So this system right here produces obsidian for me and stores 64 stacks. And then I also up here have some automation set up for anything that needs liquid ender juice and liquid redstone juice. So all that automation is set up right here as well. So this is the grinder system, and it's hooked up to the auto spawner up there. So we can go back here and check out the grinder real quick. I just did a video on this a couple of days ago. Well, actually, it's a couple of weeks ago now. But what it is grinders that are set up. Let's actually, maybe we can turn it on so you can see what's going on. Nope. Yep. So we'll head up to the second floor here. And arcane levitators are powering the system, so it just pushes me up to the second floor. So this is the cube that houses the auto spawner, and it has power and an ME system and a Tesseract that's feeding it mob juice, and it's sandwiched in between two Mistcraft portals. And what that does is, wow, we have a lot of bones accidentally, but what it does is it interfaces with this system here that provides that auto spawner with safari nets, or as I like to call them, zebra nets. So if we were to come down here and turn this guy on, so right now it's set for 5,000. So say we set it for 5,050, like so. Did I get it? It should. Is it not turning on? Is there more than 5,050 in there? There is 5,065. That's why it's not turning on. So let's go to 100. And then we'll set this for 5,101. So now we should be able to come over here and you can see that pig face are spawning. So the system called for the auto spawner, and then it's bringing pig face down into the grinder. So just to be nice, let's turn down the volume a little bit and head into the grinder. So as they are spawned in, these grinders attack them, do damage to them, and then it spits the items out from the back here, and they fall down into these Tesseracts. So you can see, there you go. Is that open? That is not supposed to be open. I can't get out. So while we're here on our base tour, we can fix a problem that we have. And yeah, it'll be great. Is this one open too over here? No, that one's closed. All right, so those are feeding down to these Tesseracts, and if we take you down into Grinder Guts, this is the cube that's directly underneath the Grinder Cube, and it is just a red power system that pulls from the chests that are underneath the item droppers and pumps it over into here, and then it filters out all the good things that I want, and everything else goes to that incinerator block right there. So that's kind of the first story, and if we go up to the second story, I already showed you the auto spawner system. Then we also have some automated production. So processors, plate, rubber, some different stuff and things are all set to automatically process here and store. And this isn't quite completed yet. I gotta put some different faces up and stuff like that, some covers to make it all look beautificated. But then we have an ME system just up here in case I need it. And these are just some Tesseracts that I use to move oak string, bone meal, flax, and scrap around, and I put them up here just so I know where they are and have them labeled. So then we have the clean room. Now, if we head down into the hub, where is the clean room? There it is. This will teleport us inside the clean room, and I do believe it's 96 lasers that I have hooked up to this assembly table, and it's set to automatically craft a couple of different things through using the ME system. And yeah, so I think if we, how many processors do we have up here? 130. Let's just pull some out, and maybe this thing will start to work for you so you can see what it looks like. That should do it. So there you go, all the lasers are on, it's making stuff and things. Look at it, it's amazing. If we get down into the room quick enough, we can be inside of it. We are inside of it. So it's pretty cool. It's not the biggest assembly table on the server, and I wish it was a little bit faster, but it does what we need it to do, so it's pretty cool. So all right, let's head back up to the top floor, and then we'll go outside, and I'll show you the stuff and things that are going on out there. All right, so some more arcane levitators take us up here. And this is a moo cow slaughtering area. I can't remember what I called this. Bovine Inferno. It would be cool if it was fire. But this is a design that Armitage had made, and what this does is whenever I need mob juice, so here is my mob juice tank. And whenever the level drops below this block here, you can see it's kind of turning on and off. When it drops below, that redstone signal turns off. When the redstone signal turns off, it wirelessly turns these spawners on. So when those are powered, it means that they're not spawning. So when it's off, it turns the spawners on. The cows come down here, the grinders kill them, the cow juice or mob juice goes through there into a tesseract, and then the items burp out here and they're conveyed into this item hopper, and all that stuff feeds down into the tesseracts that are accepted inside the conglomerate. So then outside here, I kind of know what all these things do. See, this is the tree farm, this is the flax farm, this is the auto spawner, that's the hub right there. This is an old dropper that I don't need, but it looks great, so I leave it there. This is the grinder and the grinder guts, and the tin farm is right in there, and the sudden stopper is another block that we don't use anymore. But if we head down into the hub, we can take a look at some of the portals that are inside of here. So it's a 2-level little thing here, and I actually want to increase the size of this eventually. But if we go here, this is the tree farm, and this is our oak tree farm, and we do need to do a little bit of work on getting this fixed up. I'd like to automate the way the saplings work. I don't have automated, they're not automated at this time, so they just kind of fill up in here, and then I have to clear them out every once in a while, which is, you know, it's not ideal. They should just automatically do that. But a tree farm design where we're using deployers and a redstone timer, and we're using Zycraft soil and some lily pads of growiness, so that the trees will grow a little bit faster. But this system actually is something we need to redesign. It's not working as well as it should. It's all powered by a little bit of lava coming up into this engine here, into that magmatic. But yeah, this was pretty cool, and it was working really good, but I think there's something going on with the way these leaves are working. They're not decaying as they should, and stopping the trees from growing, or I don't know. Something's making it so that it's not working. It was working perfectly, it's not working anymore. We gotta fix it. But other things in the hub, let's come over and take a look. The tin farm, one of the first things that I built. So let me see, are we close? No, we're not even close at all. But so liquid tesseract pumping lava out into geothermal generators, which are giving EU to this MFSU, which are powering these industrial centrifuges, and they are centrifuging lava, and that turns into tin, copper, tungsten. I think that's it. And those all burp out into the tesseract, which pumps back into the system for the conglomerate. Back to the hub. And the old lava HQ, don't need that anymore. It's where I used to have my lava production. That's the clean room, which you saw. The tin farm. And my quarries are, you know, they're quarries. We don't need to really hang out and check those out. Up here, the Crucible is Armitage base. Lone's base is right there. The sudden stopper, you saw that outside. The Tame Kano is just a volcano that I have here that's a really flat volcano that's really kind of big. It's a lot of basalt, and I can easily come here and just harvest tons of basalt if I want to. Oh, we gotta turn the sound back up. So, where am I? So I can hyper harvest some basalts, and yeah, because I use a lot of that when I'm building stuff and things. So that's the Tame Kano. And then, uncreative name, Lone Space, the Ghetto. Uncreative name is where we go for the power generation that I showed you, and the Ghetto is kind of my first little tiny base that I started. So if we head out here and we head up, you can see in relation to the conglomerate where we are, there's the conglomerate up there, and then here's the ghetto down here. And it's just where I first started to quarry a little bit. Here's a couple of the quarries that I was using or building. And then I did a bit of thom crafting over here, which is not the best. But I have this chunk loader set here to try to keep the chunk loaded so that the flux will dissipate. It's not working. The flux has been dangerous for a couple months now. But yeah, so just kind of some normally stuff and things and some regular mines down inside of there. And that's the ghetto. What else have we got to show? Let's go back up to number 2, the ghetto, the flax farm. Now this thing, we got to turn it way down. Like, no, let's go to like 2 minutes. You don't even need to be near that fast. So the flax farm uses a harvester and a planter. So this is a harvester, this is a planter. And then I have some red power deployers here with some bone meal in them. So there's a tesseract on each one of these deployers that are feeding it bone meal. This timer pulses all the deployers to bone meal the flax. The planter plants the flax seeds, and then the harvester accepts the flax plants and the drops that they give. And then we just have a flax tesseract and an input tesseract. And as you can see from before when I was showing you, considering I have 321,000 flax and over 1 million string, I think it's working pretty good. I think actually we're probably going to need to make a change and make that a little bit more automated so it doesn't just spam the ME system with stuff and things. So that's everything at the main base, but we still have the hive to show off. So the hive I built to look like a bee's hive and kind of did it yellow and black. Whoa, we got a light show going on here. Yellow and black, and we have a couple of tanks over here for honey, flax oil, and for DNA. And then back over in this area, we have our ME system here, and another BNA tank just for looks. I didn't think I was going to have it to be bigger, but I ended up needing to expand it. So we have our villager here that gives us proven frames, and then this system is all the centrifuges that will centrifuge different combs that and propolis that the bees make. So I've spread them out evenly so that when the system automatically receives any of the combs, it will just pump them into these centrifuges and automatically feed all that into the ME system instantaneously. Then over here we have our gene pools where we can just take bees and squirt them into our gene pool, and it will make BNA for us. It pumps into here, and the excess, I just have this set up on a valve right there. It never reaches the top of the tank. The excess automatically gets pumped into that tank that's up there. Up here, or over here, we have all our DNA manipulation devices. So there's our purifier, synthesizer, isolator, inoculator, replicator, acclimatizer. So all the stuff and things that we need to make the serums and stuff. So I have some of our serums here, and I can't remember what I had over there. That's to get the empty serums, or to empty serums that are full. This system is all powered. Everything in the hive is all powered by 2 ultimate hybrids. So there's an ultimate hybrid here and one over there, and they both feed down into energy bridges, and that powers everything off of MJs. So that's how the power is generated here. We have a carpenter, a couple of carpenters here. This one's set up to make impregnated frames, I think those are called. And these are, no, impregnated casings, scented frames. And this is automatically set up to make the sticks that we need to make our frames. So that's kind of one of the things that's not going on correctly here. So this is set up to make impregnated frames. But we don't have the oak wood that we need. So this is some as a tesseracts that bring items from the conglomerate over, and when these level limiters are on, it stops the movement of items. So right now I have all the string I need, I have all the flax I need, but I don't have all the wood I need. The wood automatically gets pumped down into there and turned into sticks, impregnated sticks, and they should be filling up this and storing. And when this is full, it shuts the system off. But they're not. We're not producing oak fast enough. So this is just creating silky wisps that we get from silky propolis and turning those into string. And then up top here, we have some automated bee production. So, whoa, I just got attacked by, a cactus. What up, cactus? So when I say I have Uber and WIPs, and WIPs are work in progress bees, they're not completed, and Uber bees are bees that have all of the stuff and things that I want on them. So they've been manipulated to the point where I think that they're as manipulated as they need to be. So we have Imperials making royal jelly, Industrious making pollen, seed drops from our farmed bees. We have just some automated additional bees that I have here, kind of extra guys that are hanging out. Heroics, some radioactive, some farmed. And then I actually should probably put some more alvearies up here. I just haven't yet. And then Uber bauxite for bauxite and aluminum, and radioactives for uranium. So we're producing all sorts of cool stuff and things here at the hive, and that is it in a nutshell, guys. That's the base. I wanted to try to do it as quickly as I could. I know I talked really fast. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask if you just want to ask and find out what's going on. I have some plans to do some upgrading of stuff and things in the future here. And if you've been wondering what's going on about the frequency of the videos, I started playing League of Legends and it has absorbed my life. But I'm getting kind of fed up with it. I'm really unhappy with the community. I think I'll start playing some team games with some friends and stuff like that. I don't know how many more pickups I'm going to be playing over there because it's just really demoralizing. It's really, really hard to play. There's a lot of people that don't know what's going on, and it's kind of sad actually because this is really a fun game. But I want to get back into Minecraft a little bit more here in the future. So yeah, but that's the base tour for now. A little explanation about what's been going on and why I haven't been around. I hope you guys liked the video very much. If you liked it, please don't forget to hit the like button, share and favorite it as you see fit. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day.
Bye.